celebration. Bill Belichick and the fans in New England. Gronk was a 5-time Pro Bowler, 4-time first-team All-Pro, and won 3 Super Bowls. Only Randy Moss and Jerry Rice had more touchdown receptions before turning 30. We're joined by FS1 NFL analyst James Harrison. Good to have you back with us.
Good morning.
But I will start with Shannon on this because you were a pretty good tight end yourself. Incredible, Shannon. So when you think about Gronk, is he really the greatest tight end ever?
I'm going to have to say no. I believe he's the most dominant tight end of all time. But I just think the fact that he played 9 years, and you can be great in those times, but I think he missed the equivalent of 2 seasons. And I think that hurt him. And Skip, you remember you and I had this conversation in 2016. We were in New York getting ready for a fight, the Conor McGregor fight.
And I thought we were going to have a fight over this.
Okay, you were shocked. I said, if he can put together, Skip, some years in which he stays healthy throughout the entirety of the season.
You did.
I believe he can go down as the greatest tight end ever.
My mouth
and you like,
down.
Better.
Yeah.
He tried to be slick. Oh, better than Shannon Sharpe? Yes, Skip, he could be.
Better than Shannon Sharpe?
He's on the short list because I think the thing that he has that a lot of other guys that's Tony Gonzalez, 1 playoff win. Antonio Gates, I think he has like 2 or 3 playoff wins. The guys that are in the Hall of Fame, they didn't have the kind of playoff success that Gronk enjoyed. I had playoff success. Gronk had playoff success. And I think that factors into it. Now, and everybody's going to say, well, you look at these guys' numbers. Some of these guys have 100 touchdowns and 1,000 catches. Okay. But at what point in time is it the playoff? I thought we played for playoffs, or we playing for stats now. So for me, Skip, he's the most dominant. If he could have had another year, 2 years is a lot of games to be missed.
It is.
If he plays 9 years, and instead of missing 29, 30 games, he missed 10, now you're going to see the guy has another, he probably have, with that, probably has another 15 touchdowns. So now he's in the 90 touchdowns in under a decade. So with that being said, I'm going to say he's the most dominant. He's on the short list. And with a few guys at the table, it might be just me and him.
Wait,
he coming to the room, might be just me and him.
Am I hearing you say that you're now better because you played
I ain't better. No.
Yes, you did.
I said it's a short list.
Okay,
but now you got to say who is the greatest.
Skip.
Well, wait a minute.
It all depends.
We can't let you get away with this.
It all depends. If you in San Diego, you probably going to say it's Gates or Kelly.
I'm not in San Diego.
What
are you going to tell me?
What you want to tell who the bet? He was looking at it. You work with him every day.
Hey, say
you
it.
just been
say
working
it.
with the guy for
say
3 years.
Then just say it. I'm okay if you say it.
Well, you should have been
I'll
okay.
laugh, but
I say Tony Gonzalez.
Do you really?
James is honest.
I say Tony Gonzalez.
For what? What are the criteria? With 1 playoff?
Like you said, the man played. Your longevity determines some of your greatness too. Now he played for a long time.
And he got 1 playoff win.
It's not. He didn't have Tom Brady as a quarterback.
But he had Tom Brady.
He didn't have Ray Lewis and all them on the defense.
Hey, nobody said that when he was catching. When nobody complained about those quarterbacks when he was catching 100 passes a year.
I'm just saying it's Gonzalez. You're in the argument. Don't get me wrong. Gates can be in the argument, but I'm with you. I feel like Gronk is the most dominant tight end that we've seen, but the fact that he didn't get an extra 2 or 3 years, I think that hurt him being the greatest ever. His numbers speak for themselves in those 9 years.
And then the playoffs.
Great. The playoffs is unbelievable. But to say that he's the greatest tight end ever, I might have to get at the Gonzalez.
Really?
Yeah, but I said, Skip, I'm like you. Really?
We got 1 vote for Sharpe and 1 vote for Gonzalez.
Well, I already know. Oh, home team, I know what you.
I'm voting for Shannon.
Y'all 2-1, it's over.
Obviously.
It's over.
Just make it a fight. Come on over
Obviously.
here. Come on over here.
I'm not coming over there. I'm just going on eye test. And by the way, Gronk didn't play like 2 seasons. If he played 2 seasons, we'd be saying, well, we don't have enough body of work. He did play 9 years.
Yes.
And again, you make the point he missed the equivalent of 2 years, so maybe 7 full seasons. I'm still saying that qualifies for greatest ever. And if I just look at the numbers, now, again, he made it 9 years. You made it 14. Gonzalez made it 17 years, which is, okay, I give you longevity because that's highly impressive. Tony was blessed, man, to be able to go that long.
I think he only missed 1 game.
Yeah.
I think he missed 1 game in 17
And he
years.
still looks like he could play, you know, like, right?
Like you said, 29 games, that's the equivalent of 2 years. That'll give you more time.
So think about this. So Gronk managed to play 115 games to your 204. That's 89 more games that you played. Tony played 270. So 270 to 115 for Gronk is, you know, like he more than doubled him in games played. Yards, receiving yards per game. What did Gronk average for his regular season career? 68 receiving yards per game.
Yeah.
Shannon averaged 49, and Tony was a little better at 56, but it wasn't 68.
Right. Okay.
Over that time, that time span, 68 is highly impressive. Okay? All right, so now let's look at playoffs. When you make your money, when you make your rep, when you make your Hall of Fame statement, right? Okay, Gronk played 16 postseason games to your 18, which is highly impressive. You were in the right place at the right time, right? And Tony only 7. So there your argument starts to fall because he only won 1, but he played in 7.
What?
Okay.
That's it?
I know. So in 16 postseason games, Gronk caught 73 balls to your 45. So you played 2 more games and he caught 73 to your 45. Tony caught 41 and 7, which is still pretty impressive. But if we look at what did you do in touchdowns?
I'm a touchdown guy.
Gronk, yeah, I thought you were a big play Shay.
That's it.
Okay,
no.
so Gronk
Big plays.
in 16 playoff games. Think about this. Gronk had 12 touchdowns in 16 games. That's second only to Jerry Rice, who had 22 postseason. But he, you know, again, John Stallworth from your Steelers is tied with him at 12. Okay, Shannon had 4 and Tony had 4 touchdown catches in the postseason. Not great.
But Skip,
again, you got rings. You got 3 rings.
No, the difference is you have to look at what I played with. I played in a running era.
Okay.
Look at all the 1,000-yard rusher. Tony only blocked for 2,000. Not Tony. Gronk only had 2 1,000-yard rushers. Only one guy went over 1,200. I had a rookie go over 1,200.
He was playing with the GOAT, Brady.
I like to look at numbers and longevity because I like to.
I mean, them 1,000-yard rushers mean something. I got a 2,000. I got 10 times in 14 years. The guy behind O'Shea. Oh, he couldn't block, but all I know, the guy that lined up in the backfield got over 1,000.
Who would you say was the greatest athlete of all time, though?
Athlete?
Athlete.
Of all time?
All time.
What's your point?
Just, my thing is this. Bo Jackson, I think, is the greatest athlete of all time, but he only got 3 years of playing NFL football, and he got time.
You know what? I'm with you on Dion.
I'm going Dion.
You go with Dion?
I go with Dion.
Okay. Come on.
But I play, but you got to.
Bo was hitting home runs like Barry Bonds before Barry Bonds.
Yeah.
Bo Jackson was a 225-pound man running the 4.3 before they knew what a 4.3 was.
Oh, he was special. Now, you got no getting.
He only got 3 years. Now, if he had longevity with that, both sports.
Bo for me was a little stiff. Like Dion wasn't stiff.
No.
Dion made All-State in basketball in Florida, which was not easy.
I was in the same division as Bo when Bo was just, moonlight.
Grown man trying to side tackle.
Yeah, he was.
Come on.
I give you an example. Would you say Gale Sayers is the greatest running back?
I don't know. It's just so debatable.
It's hard.
I think Eric Dickerson's great. That's just me.
I mean, look at people like Barry. Okay. Barry only played 10 years, but you're having 1,500 yards a season. Yeah. That's got to be worth something, isn't it? No question.
Huh.
But you know what, Skip? You know what? I don't even like to pat myself on the back.
You know what? Just did.
I don't like to do that. You know what? I'm going to pass it off. I've had my...
That's why I couldn't say it was you, because I knew it was just... you know
what I'm saying, Skip? I'm going to pass it off. You know what?
Another segment.
I'm going to let Gronk. I'm going to let Gronk have it. I'm going to let him have his moment. He retired. This is not about me. Gronk for the day. Gronk's the greatest. Now, tomorrow, we'll have this discussion. O'Shea going to be back in the game.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So who did more and less? It's Gronk like a runaway, right?
Yes.
But Skip, you have to understand, how many 100-yard rushers did Gronk have? Think about it. TD.
Okay.
TD had, at 8 games I played with TD in the playoffs, 7 of them, he went for 100 plus. And I ain't talking about no 105.
Look, this is my bottom line. And I watched your whole career.
Yes.
You were all-time great. I give you that.
Take the first 3 years out, Skip, because I wasn't. I was a special team.
But when you arrived, you really arrived.
Yes.
And yet, when I'm watching Gronk, my eye test would tell me that's the best, because that's unstoppable.
Yeah, Skip, but you
bigger,
got
faster.
The rules.
Okay.
Look at the rules. You can't do anything with them.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if they couldn't touch me after 5 yards? They couldn't hold me. They couldn't illegal contact me. You couldn't touch the quarterback.
And you had Tom Brady.
I'll take 7. Give me 7, because 7 going to be able to throw that ball deep. I like big touchdowns.
What if you
don't even want
What if you even cared about blocking?
You see them 2,000?
This guy's really good.
TD got an MVP.
Yeah, how'd that happen?
Me blocking.
Mark Schlereth happened, and that whole line, that was the best offensive line in football.
So what? So they was out there playing with 10 players, huh?
Well, I think you were just like a
They said you
slot
was.
receiver.
I was just in the way.
Shadowing. They said you was a big slot.
Okay, Skip.
You once got in Mark's way, and what did he do? He broke your eyesight.
No. Mark didn't know where he was going. Mark was pulling blind.
Yeah.
He couldn't see. You see how he be squinting when he come out here?
Then you couldn't see.
Exactly.
Good news, though. I get the final word around here, and Shannon, you're the best in my eyes.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Come on, Skip.
Not even a debate.
No.
Either way.
What you mean, come on?
Gotta help them out when we can. We have a lot to get to
He
when it
just
comes
qualified
to
'cause they had
the
Brady.
Steelers, and thankfully we've got James here to talk about everything that's
Here we
going
go.
on with that team
Yep.
next.